What's up, guys? This is very, very exciting. This is going to be the very first episode of Dungeons and DBags.
That's us. We're the
This
douchebags.
this is us. We are the douchebags.
Well, if I want to be a dungeon,
That's confusing. But
Doug
listen,
can be
I
the
think
dungeon.
so. I'll be your your faithful narrator, MTDestroyer. Joining us for the ride, we have Dougie Fresh and Wayne A. Martini, which is coincidentally the same crew as Clickbait. We will also have undecided name, who is Pete's little brother, Nick.
Don't call him little. He's a grown-ass man.
And
Grown-ass
possibly
man.
possibly
These
my
is
little brother
douchebags.
Mike, as well as a few other people that are interested. All right, so the purpose of this one is you ever hear of Dungeons and Dragons, right? Well, we're just gonna make up scenarios and just talk them through. We're gonna have a good time because we have some fun ideas planned, and the journey begins. Okay, you're at a bar. You're at a bar, and
Is it a gay bar or a straight bar?
straight bar.
Wait,
Someone buys you a drink.
What?
There is no such thing as a straight bar. It's just a bar.
Okay, is it a gay bar or like what?
We're a normal
Just
bar.
a bar? I guess so, yeah.
So someone
Is
buys
it ladies' night?
It is ladies' night.
Oh shit.
Okay, so you're at this bar, and I don't care what night it is, but someone buys you a drink. The bartender brings it over and says, "This is on." Someone bought you this drink, and then before you could ask who, the bartender walks away. It's a real busy night. It's sitting there in front of you, and actually, you know what? I lied. It's not actually even a drink. It's like a bottle. It's like their top shelf, like freaking liquor.
Oh, wow.
It's like top shelf. It's expensive. It's like freaking.
Do they do that?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can buy it. It's a lot of money. So this is sitting in front of you now, and like
Good.
it's yours. Like, what do you do? I guess you have friends with you though. It's you and it's us three. It's us three. We're all three of us are there.
Perception check on the bar to see if anyone is looking at me from the corner of their eye slyly.
You can't tell. There's so many people. It's just this.
So then I'm gonna assume bartender's sweet on me. You know, if no one at the bar's looking, somebody's gonna be. I mean, people don't just do that without like looking for a return.
That's true.
I agree.
So would you?
So the
drink it?
bartender wants to fuck me. Was the bartender a guy or a girl?
Bartender was a dude.
Bartender was a dude. Okay, bartender wants to fuck me. Waluigi's in the corner.
Waluigi's in the corner.
Do we
I would
share
drink it. Yeah, I'd share it with you guys.
Okay, so we all drink it. We all drink the Kool-Aid. Doug, you agree?
Mhm.
I agree.
Okay. We wake up. We wake up at an unspecified
everyone's
time
asleep.
later in a dark room
Mhm.
without any memories of what happened. All three of us.
Yeah, I knew that was a trap.
How dark is this room? What can we see?
Yeah, do I have pants on?
Do any of us have pants on?
All of us are fully clothed.
That's good.
Pete's shirt is on backwards, which is confusing. But Doug's got his shoes on the wrong feet. But
That must be painful. Doug, I'm sorry for you. You get the worst.
but besides
like-
that, we're all intact.
But we can't see each other.
There's
but
a
we're all in the same room.
There's a dim light coming from under a door on one side of the room,
Okay.
so that we can kind of see the outlines of each other. We know that there's only 3 people in the room. But
we
there
tied
is
up?
actually I lied. There's
three?
actually we think that there's 3 people in the room, but there is a corner that's dark, and we hear some scuffling from there. We think that there's probably a fourth person. It's not big enough to hold more than one more person. So
Wait,
there's,
how is it darker in the corner if the whole room's dark?
I agree.
the light from under the door.
Yeah, but that's only going to give you a slight beam, like wherever the door is. Assume
Yeah,
it's
you
like
can
in the
make
middle
out
of the room.
shapes. We know where us 3 are. Ish.
Oh,
because
we do?
We all just woke
Are
up.
we sitting on are we sitting in beds? Are we sitting on chairs? Are we tied up? Like, what's up?
We're just laying on the ground.
We're laying on the ground. Is there carpet? Is there a shag rug?
No, it's like uncomfortable wood.
Oh, cool. Is it old wood or new wood?
Can't tell. Too dark.
You can
No,
definitely
but you
tell by like
Yeah.
how it feels.
Okay.
Right. And like
Doug-
when we
Doug
when we sit up
the
from
first
having
thing Doug
lunch-
does is tenderly strokes the wood and decides that it's an ancient oak tree.
Okay, yeah, like, and if we like sat up, we're gonna hear a creak. It's noisy.
No, silent.
No,
Oh,
ancient Edgar's
silent
gonna squeak,
wood.
man.
Okay, fine.
Silent
Squeaky
old wood. So we hear
There's no such
scuffling
thing
in the
as silent
corner.
old wood.
I'm gonna shout into the corner and say, "What are you?"
And I'm
And
gonna be
then
like, what?
you hear back. You hear back. Whoop, 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 whoop.
like,
Zoidberg?
that's a good Zoidberg impression, I guess.
That was.
You're a fan?
That's all, man.
so Zoidberg scuttles out from the corner and says,
Wait,
"Hello."
what is?
What?
This is real Zoidberg.
This
now,
is
then.
real Zoidberg.
So we went from real fucking Wario to real fucking Zoidberg. So like
no,
an
this
actual,
is cartoon
like-
Zoidberg.
Oh, in the real world.
Yeah.
Oh, we are tripping
that-
balls.
Yeah, it blows my mind.
Okay, well, we're
Okay.
clearly still tripping on whatever drugs we were on.
Honestly, though, Matt, that's probably the best person I could have seen in this room. So okay, so what does he say?
he goes, "Oh, hello there, guys."
What are you doing here, Zoidberg?
He goes, "I don't know. I just woke up here after some hot crustacean bought me a drink."
I'd be like, "What bar were you at, Zoidberg? Is it the Golden Claw where we were?
Wow, who got the golden claw?
We were at the Golden Claw. Yeah.
What fucking bar is a golden claw? Why would we be there? It's
so
like the most. Ugh.
The most what?
so we team up with Zoidberg. We decide.
Wait,
we,
Doug. Wait. Let it be known that the democracy vote was 2-3, or 2-1 to go to the Golden Claw beforehand. Doug did not vote for the Golden Claw.
Doug, I voted definitely for the Golden Claw.
Yeah, so did I.
They had some really hot lobsters that were
Yeah.
that were getting out of their shell. So I was
Yeah,
like,
when
oh,
you
baby.
when you walk in, like there's like a corridor line with like fish tanks, and they're just full of like female lobsters. Yeah,
There's big female and male lobsters.
you'll know when you see.
Oh,
'em.
you know.
Yeah,
Zoidberg,
you know,
we know from Zoidberg that there's a
Yeah.
distinct difference. So
Yeah.
Zoidberg
So,
tells
like-
us.
Yeah,
Zoidberg
Matt
tells
and I
us.
are regaling with Zoidberg about the hot lobster ladies, and Doug is just pissed off in the corner.
Yes. So Zoidberg tells
How
us
could I
that
not
he
be
woke
pissed off
up.
that I was drugged.
He
Well, come on, you get to meet Zoidberg. Like, this is already a better day.
Zoidberg woke up about an hour before us, and he's been carefully and slowly scuttling around the room and trying not to wake us up. So he's mapped this place out. He knows that
he's been inspecting.
there's a door that's locked on the far end of the room. There's there's like a bed, and then there's like a dresser.
One bed for four
with-
people. One
with
bed.
clothes inside.
Is
of
it a twin?
The drawers. It's a full size bed. No, but listen, it's
Like a
clearly
king?
someone's room.
Still not enough for four people.
It's
okay.
clearly someone's room, but the windows have been bricked shut.
Okay.
So this is someone's room. So we're fairly confident we can bust down the door. Are we ready?
No. Well,
not.
you are. You know what I'm confident about is I run at the door, or I run at the wall and headbutt the wall.
You
until it breaks down.
right through that wall.
Yeah.
Wait,
I do.
which wall? Not the window wall, right?
It doesn't matter. Well, it doesn't matter. You said the windows were bricked up, but it's someone's room. Most people's rooms are just made it. They just get like, drywall.
No, I'm just trying to determine the direction that you're breaking through.
I'd probably head for one of the window walls.
Oh, you would. Okay.
Because that would
you
lead
bust,
outside.
You bust right through that
Drywall.
wall, and you fall down 2 stories and just smack the grass.
Okay, and I live.
Yeah, but you
Barely.
are like you can't move. You're hurt.
Excellent.
So
It's cool. So, but can I stand up?
no,
Can
God
I sit
no.
up?
Oh,
Can
you
I
can
sit
sit
up?
up. You could sit up, but
Okay.
I would say
I hold my arms up and say, "Guys, time to jump." And Zoidberg comes first.
Zoidberg.
Pincers first. Pincers first, flying down at me from 2 sides.
Zoidberg does a flip.
Zoidberg jumps down 2 stories with his pincers out, and he spears the ground directly to the left and right of your head, and he just
Yeah, and he
does an
kisses my forehead.
acrobatic like maneuver where he leans down,
Oh,
kisses your
shit.
forehead, and just like front flips over you, and then like leaves you intact. And then Doug and I
I'm a hero.
Doug and I flop down the 2 stories, and just
You probably you do like a shamble. Like you got an open.
yeah,
You
like we
probably,
climb
you
down.
probably climb down.
We
some of the
climb
wall.
down. We're okay. So we're in this like random ass house in the end of a cul-de-sac, and
Cool.
we're like we got no clue where we are, but
Right.
there's just this single house at the end of a cul-de-sac with a long road going out.
That's
so it's
awesome. Are
it's
there
weird.
trees?
There's tons of trees. We're in like a forest type, not a forest, but it's like a
Cool.
yeah, like a light forest.
All right. So Zoidberg picks my crippled ass up and starts to carry me on his back, piggyback.
Definitely.
Okay.
So
Now Zoidberg and I are one.
so
So
just
anything I want to do, he's gonna do it for me.
so just
Like,
like
he
that.
just can't open doors. I can't open doors. That's
All
what
of a
I've
sudden-
lost.
Wait. Zoidberg devours your body, but now you are Zoidberg.
God,
All of a sudden, no, that
I
didn't
don't think he
happen.
does that.
All of a sudden we hear.
That would be awesome.
all of a sudden we hear yeehaw, and then like really
Nice.
loudly,
Deliverance.
and then you hear a shotgun blast blow a hole in the door, the front door or the side door to the house that we just came out of, and all of a sudden Chuck Norris is standing at the door, the now
What?
blasted open door with a shotgun.
Is he here to save us?
I don't think so because he doesn't
How
have
far
pants
away are we?
Why is Chuck Norris being so mean?
on. I don't know.
How far away
We'll
is
have
he?
to find
Doug
out.
said.
But how far away is Chuck Norris from us?
Chuck Norris is about half a football field away. It's a
That's-
sawed-off shotgun, so way out of range.
Yeah. So we
Hmm.
start to run down the row of trees that line the cul-de-sac.
All right, so Zoidberg can scuttle the fastest. So
Yeah, he sure can.
so he's
Zoid
you and
Pete.
Pete are just way out in the
Pete
front.
Berg.
You and Pete are way out in the front. Doug and I are trailing behind because
You
Zoidberg's too
said me and
fast.
Pete like I'm Zoidberg now.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, you are Zoidberg. I'm telling
So-
you.
so Doug and I are trailing behind. I trip on some
Oh, no.
freaking branches and I go down. But I trip bad, dude. Like my leg, my ankle's like sprained or something, dude.
Shit.
Yeah, man.
Zoidberg can't carry two people.
Zoidberg cannot carry 2 people.
Zoidberg scuttles back.
I can
I
carry you.
say, oh,
You what?
Doug?
I can carry you.
Doug, if you carry me,
Hero.
based on how fast we would go, we know that godly Chuck Norris would catch us. Your options at this point are to leave me behind or
To
fight
kill
the
Chuck
Norris, I
Norris.
guess.
I fight Chuck Norris.
He would
No, we
fight-
do have one other option, Matt.
What's that?
I can tell Zoidberg that Matt means more to this world than I do. Go back, drop me down, send me to the Norris.
Oh,
pick
God.
Matt up,
Oh
and
God,
run.
no,
Run as far as you can.
no, well, well, you could always let me get captured and then come after me.
Is he gonna? He's got a sawed-off shotgun. We're
He's
not gonna
got a
soon
sawed-off shotgun. We don't
capture.
know if he's necessarily gonna shoot though.
I want Zoidberg to sacrifice his life for us.
I mean, I certainly know that he's going to shoot after a roundhouse kick him in the face.
That's true.
Yeah. What if Zoidberg can get one of his pinchers up in there though and just cut him off at the wrist and he can't even use that sawed off anymore?
That's true.
I say we
That's a better
fight him
plan.
with Zoidberg's superior strength
All right, so we
and
decide
agility.
to fight him. Now, something that I should note was that when he saw us running away, he went into a light jog. We were gaining distance from him. It's just that
Yeah.
with Doug carrying me, he would have seen that and he would have started sprinting. So that being said, we have close to 2 football fields distance before we're still in his eyesight.
Wow.
Because we never, like we said, we're following the tree line, so we never actually just ran into the woods. But he
We
knows
would have
where
ran
we
to
are.
the woods by that point.
What's that?
Yeah.
I feel like we would have ran like slightly into the woods, not too
Well,
far.
Zoidberg was halfway to the ocean.
Yeah, Zoidberg is like
Boy Scuttles.
All right, so then we did go into the woods, but the Norris has this uncanny bloodhound tracking ability, and he's just and everyone knows that's a fact. So he's on
Oh,
us.
right.
He's on us. So
he definitely wants to fight, huh?
we don't know what he wants. He's slow jogging towards us, and we know we can approximate he's about 2 football fields away. We can't directly see him, but we know where he's coming from. But that means he can't directly see us.
We hide up in the trees. We can't do that though because we have 2 crypts.
We do have 2 cribs. Although Zoidberg might be able to scuttle us up like a bus.
I think he does. I think he scuttles me up first, up there, with my slingshot, and he picks you. He scuttles you up too, and Doug's already up in the tree. So we're all hiding up. We're in the trees, man. And
All
Norris
This
is
is
coming.
now the most dangerous game.
So we're up in the trees.
And Doug fashioned a bow and arrow out of a stick and one of Zoidberg's pubes
Ew.
and another stick.
Oh my god. So
What?
did you miss that?
No, I didn't miss it.
Oh,
I'm missing why you were disgusted.
Oh, okay. Because a crustacean.
This is survival.
Pubes.
This is
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
All right,
survival,
it doesn't
man.
have to be his. It doesn't have to be his. Maybe it's
Okay,
maybe
well-
it's just it's the only hair that he ever had on his head. It's really long though. It's really long.
All right, fair enough.
He keeps it tucked back.
Fair enough. So we're up in this tree. An hour passes, and nothing. We don't see the Norris. We don't hear the Norris, and we only smell caramel.
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 Caramel,
Yeah.
if you will.
I will. Why? I mean, is there? Why?
There's no clear,
Why
there's
did
no
you-
obvious
okay.
reason.
Have we been smelling caramel since we woke up, or is it
We
just in this
haven't.
forest?
We just noticed it when we climbed the trees.
Well, then it's definitely Chuck Norris emanating that, so he's close. I don't know. We got to start rationing out like the bark off the trees because we're hungry. But we're gonna sit this thing out. We're gonna outsmart Chuck Norris.
So just then, we wait another 15
Brandon,
minutes.
pull some bark off the tree.
We
start
wait another
eating.
15 minutes and we hear this crunching in the bushes and we see the Norris and this sickly sweet smell of caramel permeates the air around you.
Fuck.
The Norris begins walking and sniffing the air as he goes.
Is he like chewing like?
He walks past the tree. 3 trees past, 4 trees past, and stops. He stops still as a stone. He sniffs the air.
How
He
can
gets
smell
down.
anything
He
over
gets
all
down
that
on all
caramel?
fours. He gets down on all fours, and licks the ground. He then
Nice.
begins furiously.
And it-
He then begins furiously panting.
He
Wait,
says
before you do that, do I have anything to launch at him from my bow?
You do indeed have a single arrow.
Yeah, it's made from Zoidberg's rib cage.
It's
He pulled one of his ribs out for you.
what
I
that
feel
means
like
is that it's a
it's something
curved
called-
arrow. It's going to be hard to
He
get
don't
a
have
good
he don't
hit.
have ribs.
It's a
I feel
curved.
like that would be like the perfect chance, right?
Mm-hmm.
When he's down on all fours, licking the ground,
licking
take
the
a shot at
ground.
him.
So you fire an arrow. You fire an arrow and it lands squarely in Chuck Norris's lung.
Oh shit!
It's not his heart
Nice.
side. It's not his heart side. It's his non-heart side.
Shit.
So he is still alive, but he is severely wounded and he is heaving because he's having trouble breathing with one lung.
Good fucking shot, Doug.
Thanks, man.
So
I
he
had
knows
to
where he
completely
knows
myself.
generally where we are because he heard us. He heard the bow fire and he knows what direction the arrow came from. That being said, he's on
Yeah.
his back. He's like.
That being
"Oh,
said, okay, so I'm gonna send Zoidberg with his claws of mighty justice, just fucking jump down from that tree and just spear this motherfucker.
Zoidberg jumps down from the tree.
And I don't want to hear any shit about him fucking messing it up because he did that flip action over my crippled ass earlier.
Zoidberg jumps down from
True.
the tree, scuttles quickly, fast scuttles over to the downed Norris, stabs him quickly in where Zoidberg believes to be the heart, and 'cause
Zoidberg's a doctor. He knows
we
exactly
all know
what-
how poorly he is a doctor. And then Norris gasps an ugly gasp, and with his dying breath, plunges a knife deep into Zoidberg's carapace.
But he can't. He's got a shell.
He's what?
Zoidberg has a shell, does he not?
Yeah, his
He,
carapace.
yeah, he did say plunge though.
I did say plunge.
It's probably a Bowie knife too. Motherfucker.
It's
carries that
definitely
shit.
a Bowie knife.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, and you know, you can crack open a lobster's. You know, you get the little cracker things. You crack
Now-
the shell open.
now-
Get the sweet
I'm
meat
positive
inside.
I could get through a
The
shell
Zoidberg.
knife.
Zoidberg.
But it's Norris, so he does. Zoidberg, unfortunately, is mortally wounded. We can tell by the dark blue purple fluid running out of his body.
So what? He was able to. Where are like the vital organs on a Zoidberg?
I have no clue, but whatever it was, the Norris took a good guess and got one. And the
okay.
Zoidberg is bleeding out. We don't know.
That's
We don't know enough to save him. We don't think. Before he draws his last Zoidberg breath, he lets out one final and then he says, "Farewell, humans," and then he expires. The Norris has been motionless this whole time.
Cut off his head.
As
Yeah.
you
It's
you
gotta
grab
be Doug. He's the only one who's not crippled. Doug's got to jump down. He's got to use one of Zoidberg's claws and just cut off Chuck Norris's head.
Doug jumps down. Grab the Bowie knife, cut off Zoidberg's claw, and then use that to cut.
Well, you could just use a
Well,
Bowie
what-
knife.
Yeah, I
Okay.
gotta use the Bowie
Okay,
knife.
so you
I
grab-
forgot it was there.
His head.
So you grab the Bowie knife. You reach down and grab a handful of Norris hair. And suddenly, but wait, he isn't dead. It's a Shia surprise. he jumps up,
He's
rips
got
off his
a
mask,
gun in
and
his
it's
hand
Shia.
and death in his eyes.
He jumps up. He jumps up, rips off his mask, and he's actually
His face.
Shia the cannibal.
Oh no, Doug's in trouble.
It's a Shia surprise.
Man, how much control do I have over my limbs?
You
Am I completely paralyzed?
It turns out you just
Broken
you're not
ankle?
paralyzed. It's just you can basically not use your right leg.
Oh, okay.
Your left leg is good. Your right leg is shattered in 5 different places. I have a very sprained ankle. I can limp. I could just go slowly, very slowly.
Okay, well,
Oh,
so
you're a
but-
bitch.
What? Oh, well, I mean, maybe. All right, fine. It's worse than a sprain. It's like I have a broken ankle. There you go.
Okay.
From tripping?
Yeah,
Doug
I actually
really-
got it caught in a branch or something.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Is Doug really in trouble though? Because Chuck Norris weapon and
Doug
Like-
does have a handful of Shia the Cannibal's hair, and Shia
Yeah,
has
and,
nothing.
you know-
Shia has the gun is out of Shia's reach. He just springs up and he just starts contorting. Doug, do you go for the stab or what? Right now you have him with your left hand, and you're like hockey stance. So you got him with your left hand, and your right arm is behind your body, which means the knife is still firmly in your grasp and on the other side of your body, so he can't just grab the knife.
just slit his throat.
I think I go for the kill.
Yeah.
All right, so Shia's twisting and twirving and swerving, but
Doesn't matter.
do you stab or slice?
At this point, I stab.
You stab and you get Shia in his arm. It's a good one too. It's that freaking Bowie knife. Like, I mean, I'm just saying, like, his arm, you got him good. It's like hanging on by like you cut down to the bone, and you probably even like nicked his bone good. So his left arm now is just useless. Shot. But he hauls off and pulls a nice right hook on you, and hits you square in the jaw, flips you over, and you crash into a tree and drop the knife. Now Shia is bleeding profusely, but he is shy of the crazy cannibal. So.
Wait, this motherfucker already got an arrow through the.
He's wheezing, yeah, for sure, and he's bleeding profusely.
And a Zoidberg claw through very close to his heart. Probably.
Yeah, he's bleeding. He doesn't have much time. He doesn't have much time.
Now his arm.
He doesn't have much time. But he's running on bath salts.
Okay. Right, Chuck Norris was completely calm, but actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf has taken bath salts.
Yes.
That was what he licked off the ground.
Yes, that's what he licked off the ground.
That was his secret stash of bath salts that was sitting there, and as soon as he got that, he was ready to go. Okay.
So
right, Doug needs help, though.
Doug needs help.
I'm gonna jump out of the tree.
I'm gonna jump out of the tree as well. We land with a thud. I break my other ankle. Pete lands. Pete is smart and he just lands. Pete just lands on his bad leg, so he fractures it like 4 more times, but it doesn't matter.
He lands and rolls because he's not a fucking.
How the hell is Pete gonna land and roll with one leg that is basically paralyzed? He can't use it. He can't move it.
Well, no, but I land on the leg. It kind of crumples in the direction, like in the direction of that leg.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said you just landed on your bad leg and it broke it a few more times. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but he said I roll, so I roll. I can still roll. Though.
Okay, fine. You roll at the end.
Wait, does he rolls with knife?
I don't have anything.
You don't have anything.
Well, I did say I had a slingshot.
No, because you said I dropped a knife.
Yeah, but it's over near you.
That's true.
It's far.
Yeah,
Shia is closer to that than.
Yeah, the scuffle is like 3 trees away from where.
Yes.
Trees. So
okay.
I land, I roll. As I roll, I break my pinky on my left hand. And it hurts like a bitch. But you know what? I'm gonna start limping over. Matt starts.
I start crawling on my knees. I crawl on my knees. I knee walk. I knee walk.
Yeah, and me, I'm like army crawling with like one knee.
So
Shia, I guess I could hobble, like I could hop, and I don't know. I'd have to balance.
Shia's walking, but he's like severely stumbling. He doesn't really know what's going on anymore. He just sees bloodlust. He's got bloodlust.
He's got to have blood spurting out his chest.
He does. He's like I would say minutes away from just blood.
He's like an erupting
death.
Volcano.
Yeah, like blood. But he is on bath salts, so like his body's doing some weird stuff. But
is he foaming at the mouth this whole time too?
Oh yeah, we know that he's about like minutes.
Did he bite a chunk out of Zoidberg as he walked by?
What?
Did he bite a chunk out of Zoidberg as he walked by?
No, because he knew that the shell was too hard for him to bite. So he takes a labored step towards the unconscious Doug. What?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He takes a labored step towards the unconscious Doug. Very zombie-like because of the blood splurting everywhere and his slowly waning consciousness. He reaches down and pulls out a boot knife.
Whoa.
Oh, I mean, it was Norris before it was Shia, so he's got a boot knife. So he takes another step towards Doug. We're gaining on him. He's going at a much slower speed than we are. We're not sure if we'll make it. Pete, I'm saying you use your slingshot.
I definitely use my slingshot. I got a fucking silver nugget in my pocket just for such occasion, just like in it.
Fire a blast of pure silver.
The silver nugget of destiny, if you will.
That I'm aiming right for his
fucking brain.
No, I'm aiming completely misses. Hits the tree next to him, ricochets off, and lodges firmly in his left eyeball.
Oh, nice.
I told you it was the silver nugget of destiny.
Excellent.
Shia the cannibal falls to his knees.
Does his face burst open like in it?
No. Shia the cannibal falls to his knees.
Shit.
He makes one last ditch effort to throw the knife at Doug. It's a pretty weak throw, but he does hit Doug in Doug's leg. It's not a very
what leg?
It's not a you are unconscious though. It's not a very bad hit, but Doug is bleeding a little bit. We're gonna have to assess his injuries later.
Okay. No one's getting out of this uninjured.
Shia then topples over to the ground, uttering a final
In a pool of blood.
in a pool of blood.
Of blood and
And then
salt.
all of a sudden,
from Zoidberg.
his head pops like one of those confetti streamers, and it just you see the words "Shia surprise" written in smoke in the air, and we make our way over to Doug.
Wait, what if his head popped open and instead of Shia surprise coming out, Chuck Norris climbed his way out, and it was the real Chuck Norris, the real just Chuck Norris.
The real Chuck
Like the
Norris.
modern day Chuck Norris.
Yeah, the one who wanted to help us, and he had a first aid kit. But no, it was Shia's surprise. Oh, sorry, we go over to Doug.
We go over to Doug, and we look at his injury, and we assess that we have to pull this knife out. It's not too bad. It definitely didn't hit no artery, but we're gonna have to tourniquet that shit.
Wait,
So we
was it
pull-
close to his nutsack?
No, it was more towards his kneecap.
That's good. That's good.
I feel like a tourniquet isn't required.
No,
Okay, so if we pull out that knife, you're going to be bleeding very heavily.
on the kneecap.
It's not on his kneecap, but it's up a little bit. It's on his thigh. We don't think it hit an artery, but it's deep.
Okay.
So we take out the knife. Doug doesn't do a tourniquet, but he's got like heavy bandages and he's a limper. So we're all limpy. We make our way back to the highway,
Okay.
and we see a big 18-wheeler coming down
Yeah.
the road. What do?
I flag it down. It's probably my dad.
We flag it down. Big. The truck pulls over, and the real Chuck Norris steps out of the vehicle.
Yes. You boy.
Saying,
You boys are sure lucky you found me.
"You boys are sure lucky that you found me." He then pulls a big surgeon's kit out of the back of his truck,
Surgeon's kit.
because we know that Chuck Norris is also a skilled surgeon.
Is it like a black doctor's bag that they used for like?
Yes.
Okay. Home
He
visits.
then very conspicuously pulls an ice chest out from the back of his truck and says, "Hey, you guys, while I'm in here, do you want any new organs?"
No,
Wait,
you got
do
any?
we even spare a thought for Zoidberg? Like, can this man save Zoidberg?
Zoidberg bled all over the ground.
Oh,
His ichor's
man.
everywhere. It's just terrible.
So
He's done for.
The
We
Norris-
checked his pulse. He's gone.
the
He
Norris
doesn't have a pulse.
then tends to our wounds and says, "Hey, I can give you a ride back to the nearest town." that turns out to be Pittsburgh, because we all know that everyone hates Pittsburgh and weird things happen around
Right.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Um,
He said we should all go to this bar I know.
he
It's
said.
called the Golden Claw.
he said.
And so we do.
He said.
With the vote of 2 to 1.
2-1.
And then from a vote of 2-1, we go.
Except this time, Zoidberg's the one who doesn't want to go.
Well, oh.
Yeah,
Well,
no.
so what happens is right before we go to the Golden Claw, we
Chuck
hear something. We hear something coming back in the direction that
No.
in the direction that we had come from, and fearing the worst, we all prepare ourselves. What we see is Zoidberg's corpse dragging itself towards us. Confused, we look at each other, and then what we realize is that Zoidberg was pregnant, and the eggs hatched. The eggs hatched, and all the baby Zoidbergs are carrying the corpse towards us.
Oh.
They're
That's
very
horrible.
cute in a disgusting looking way. So we take them in. We put
We
them
tell
in the
Chuck
Norris
Turn
mobile.
around.
We put them in the
Yeah.
Norris mobile and drive to the Golden Claw.
And then we sell them to the Golden Claw so everybody can eat them.
Oh my
Yep.
God.
Gotta make a profit somehow.
Our story ends This chapter of our story ends with our heroes walking into the bar alongside Chuck Norris, sitting down at coincidentally the same seats as last time, and being handed a bottle of a different top shelf liquor by the bartender, and said, "Up for round 2, fade to blackness." Boom.
Fade to shit.
With the
Don't
evil
worry.
Shia the cannibal defeated, our heroes end the journey for the day.
Don't forget our hero Zoidberg.
Don't forget our yes, rest in peace, Zoidberg.
Rest in spaghetti.
But we do have Zoidberg's kin with us, and will our heroes drink? Will our heroes drink the bottle of Ciroc that has been placed in front of them? Are they ready for round 2? Find out in the next episode of Dungeons and DBags.
That's us.
All right, see you guys.